Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We're George and Martha.
Hello.
Today we'll be recapping The Real Housewives of New York City at season 11, episode 11, Upstate Girls.
Upstate girls. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
That should be Luann's next song. Upstate Girl. She's been living in her uptown world.
In her fucked up world.
So the ladies are making a trip to Luann's house upstate. It seems she finally got the house upstate, except it's not the house that she harassed everybody for money for. It's, as Sonia put it, I can't help but laugh because it's a sixth of the size of the house she wanted. Whatever. It is a nice house. We were talking about how we'd love to live there. Wouldn't you?
I would love to live there.
I'm very...
She did bring a nice housewarming gift.
Sonia shows up with a bottle of booze. Oh, I know you can't drink, but it's for the guests. How nice of you. But I loved Sonia's ride up there. I mean, that was the real show. Sonia took some kind of special van. It's like, she's like, it's the jitney, but it's just me. I'll use the toilet on this thing. And she's talking to herself the whole time. She's like, oh, I got to brush you, Marley. I should call Luann. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to do my work in my office. She's nuts. I love her, but she's nuts. Then we get to see Dorinda doing her breakfast at Tiffany's routine, except she's now the princess of Sutton Place.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I love my new neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm going to go to a flower shop, try some cheese. I'm so happy. I am happy for her. That's another place I'd love to live. I love these places so much more than Beverly Hills. I hate Beverly Hills. But I love where the ladies live on this show. I love Bethany's house. I love Dorinda's new apartment. I love Luann's house upstate. What else happened? Oh, we get all this footage of, apparently the other night, they were all wasted, and Tinsley was saying how she really wants to find a man, settle down, and have a baby. Now, Sonia, I think, is trying to come from a place of, you know, you don't need a man and a baby to be happy. And it's a sound perspective. But she's being really mean to her and attacking her and cursing at her. And it's sad when Ramona is the voice of reason. You're wrong, Sonia. You're wrong. You're wrong. I think Tinsley is the type of person who would do well married with babies. And I think she really does want that. And there's nothing wrong with wanting that. There's also nothing wrong with not wanting to be married and not wanting to have kids and just rescuing animals all your life or something. But I really do understand where Tinsley's coming from. She feels like she's getting older. And unfortunately for women, men get to decide to have kids when they're 60, when they grow up. Women don't get that luxury. You know, you have this ticking clock. And I think she doesn't want to just adopt a baby. She wants to have a proper family. I understand.
Dale is a great woman.
I know. Well, Sonia was like, you're being like Dale right now, Ramona. That's why she's fucked up. Dale is a great woman.
That was a good impression.
And then Dale, I could see Dale creeping up on Instagram. I was very saddened to see my dear friend Sonia saying such libelous things about me.
I don't like Dale at all.
I don't either, but...
She really fucked up her daughter. I'm sorry.
I think she did, both of them. Her sister, too, is like Tinsley.
What's the sister's name? Starts with a T, I bet, right?
Dabney and Tinsley. They're the ones that are descendants of Thomas Jefferson. It finally dawned on me. I was reading about Tinsley when she was a big society girl here in New York, and I saw a very old story. It was like the tragic fall of New York's hottest socialite, and they mentioned that she was a direct descendant of Thomas Jefferson. Of course she is, because they live in Virginia.
There was one other... Oh, and then the girls, Bethany... Ramona, and who's the other one that's out to dinner with Tinsley?
Yeah.
They're talking about bringing booze up to Luann. What?
It's not nice. These women, you can't have one weekend without your booze for your sober friend that you claim to care so much about. That does piss me off. Although Bethany did say she's going to hide it in the car. It was the other ones. Ramona's like, I'm going to need wine in upstate. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. But then we get Ramona saying, okay, so Bethany... I was at the trunk club with Barbara, and she told me that I'm like a bull in a china shop, and a lot of times I say things that are really offensive, like, and I don't mean it to be. Like, when I say that you look like Skeletor, and your husband probably hates you with good reason, I don't mean it that way. So I'm just going to try really hard to tell you something right now, but I just hope you're ready to receive it, because it's from a place of love. So We are watching live, and we will let you know what happens. I can't wait. Not much happens at this lunch. Briefly, Sonia is seen again with Luann. How mean is this, saying Tinsley was being a real downer because her dog has cancer. This is the woman who had a doggy funeral and had everybody come and watch her throw the ashes all over the place. But anyway, they're beating up on Tinsley. Tinsley's now at lunch with Bethany and Ramona. Ramona gave her spiel that she feels she did. Bethany, I really wish you had been at my event. No, actually, Bethany, you really don't. After what they did to poor Bridie, no. And I thought it was so funny when Bethany was like, Ramona, let's just look at what would you do? Know thyself. Because Ramona would ditch everybody's event for her own needs. And yeah, like, don't even. But it went fine. And Tinsley is saying she really wants a kid. And Bethany just cuts the chase. Like, if you really want to have a kid, go to a sperm bank. Pick what you want. You want a Harvard graduate? You want him to speak 7 languages? Pick the baby you want. Make the baby. Find the man later. A man who loves you will take you in the package. Which is true. That's what I would do in Tinsley's position. I really, really want to have a child. Go for it. Find the man later.
Now, I know about hate fucking, but was Ramona talking about goodbye fucking with Mario?
Yes. We had goodbye sex. Okay. I don't know why
Have you ever had goodbye sex?
No. That's not my thing.
No.
Have you?
No.
No.
I've never hate sexted either. I want to do that.
Who would you do it with?
Probably Donald.
No, ew.
Aren't you supposed to fuck someone you hate?
But somebody attractive that you hate. It's like saying I'd hate fucking Vanka. Oh.
You say who you would hate fuck first.
I don't know. Because the people I hate are disgusting. It's like Mitch McConnell.
Oh, come on. Wait, hold on.
Who's somebody attractive that you could... A guy from me? To hate fuck? Who?
Scaramucci.
I was thinking the mooch. But I find him so unattractive.
You know what? Avenatti. I'll go with Avenatti. You go with Scaramucci.
What? That's not fair.
Fine. You go with... I'll do Scaramucci.
You can have Scare. I find him totally unattractive. Avenatti I could see being good.
Yeah.
And a jerk, but good. Oh, the mooch is terrible. He'd be sitting there. He wouldn't shut up.
Now, Barb the Builder shows up in camo.
And a horrible green jacket. Did you see the green jacket?
I missed the green jacket.
She killed Kermit. Now I don't like Barb the Builder again. Well, I have to give it to Sonia because she's finally being the one to confront Luann about some things in a polite way. Just saying.
You're in my house, girlfriend. You're in my house, girlfriend.
Yeah, Sonia's explaining to Luann, we feel like you're Miss Big Star, Miss Big Fat Movie Star, like Baby Jane. And she's out of touch and she's being mean to all of them and she's not acknowledging that they come to support her. And Luann is like, you better remember you're in my house, girlfriend, with this deranged look in her eye. And she seemed to love it. When Sonia said, you know, you're a cabaret star, she was like, awful. But she did finally say something. I don't think Luann likes to be vulnerable. And she did finally say something that made sense to me, that she feels Bethany was there for her when she was down, and she'd like her to be there to celebrate her when she's doing better. If she said it that way, I'm sure Bethany would hear her. But instead, she goes, what are you going to do? Watch the kids sleep? So she says, are the ladies coming up to gang up on her? And Sonia's like, no, they are.
So, Sonia... What is Sonia? Oh, Sonia approached Barbara.
Well, first we see Sonia and Luann picking out statement necklaces from the cabaret collection that Luann now has. Because she's preparing for the ladies. I feel the winds of the Hudson. They're coming. And then Sonia and Barbara are talking about their experiences growing up. And Barbara says that not only was she beaten up, but that when she used to go into the girls' locker room, I guess she developed early. Some girls that happens, like all of a sudden you're little and then you have big boobs. And she says that the girls would accost her in the locker room and like grope her and make her really uncomfortable. And Sonia says that they would beat her up.
They'd say, kill her, kill her.
Yeah, kill her, kill her. And that her favorite move was to take their head and bash it into the hand dryer. And Barbara's like, so you're a killer. And she's like, yeah. Okay. This should be fun.
Barb the Builder.
I know, she's gotten more sympathetic to me. She stopped kissing Luann's ass, and she's had some tough times. And she dressed as Slash, so...
Do we think she'll get an apple?
Probably not, but maybe as the season goes on, that will change. I don't like that the women are joking on the way up about their drinking game in the house. Let's take a shot every time someone says cabaret. You shouldn't be taking any shots. I don't like that. If your friend has been having such a huge problem... I get that she's an asshole. I get that she's been high and mighty, but it would have been nice if they all agreed just for the weekend to have mocktails or something. I mean, there's no need for that.
Oh, mocktails.
Or just hope. You could just say, like, between you and me, I hope maybe she'll give us some wine. Don't show up with your own vodka. Like, I would also tell a sober person, you can't censor what everybody does.
Yeah, you can't bleep out midget.
Oh, that's another thing. I know Jordan's like, I always say the wrong thing. The other day I said, Beep. And I was like, what did she say? Did she say Mick? That's what I thought it was. And then Bethany's like, I think you're supposed to say little person. I was like, are you kidding me? Now we're bleeping midget. I know it's not a nice word. I will not use it toward people. But that is not bleep worthy. If they can say cock, they can say midget.
Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret in the middle of nowhere. You can talk now.
Okay, we've been saying to ourselves privately while we're watching the show that this house seems very isolated and
I
weird.
love the house and I would live there in a heartbeat, but...
Yeah, when you're in recovery, it's really not a good thing when you start isolating because that's what happens. When you don't have anything to do and you're all alone...
She's prepared. She's getting herself ready.
Yep, and they all notice it, and they all keep saying it. Even Tinsley, who's really nice and has good manners, and her talking at it is like, if I lived up here, all I would do is drink. And then Luann says, oh, we're going out to see this woman. Her name's Margarita. She's about 80, and she wears feathered boas, and she forgets the words to her songs, and she plays the keyboard. And Jordan's like, is Luann having a glimpse into her own future? C'est bon. Money can't buy you class. Anybody out there? That was an astute but mean but true observation.
This is very sad.
This is why this show's so good, though. It's so dark and real. You're watching this tragic figure in real time.
Destruct.
It's crazy. I really feel like this is a long-term, like over 20 seasons or however long the show's going to go. We are getting Sunset Boulevard.
She is Norma.
This is bad. I don't know. I hope she watches it and sees herself.
I don't think she's going to. Not now.
No.
Anyway.
Dorinda says, she has no self-awareness. This is from, I didn't heckle Giovanni.
Yeah. These women, some of them, they just seem so out of touch, and then all of a sudden they'll say something.
They're very good at telling everybody else what's wrong with them, and they're right. And Sonia, I don't know what's up with Sonia. I mean, I think she's saying what all the viewers are thinking, like, I don't have the energy for this baby boyfriend drama with you, to Tinsley. Yes, I'm sure some viewers are like, okay, Tinsley, get it together. It's like every week, oh, baby. Okay, I know. But when you're friends with someone, is that nice? Oh, and the highlight was that Ramona's all over Instagram instead of being there with them. They're like, yeah, you know where Ramona is? Here, look at my IG story. Oh my God, I'm having a great party. I'm going to cry. Look at this beautiful table. Wow, I'm here with all of my best friends.
They all have it.
Everybody. It looks like Planet of the Apes. It's like, yeah, they're really scary looking. These people we've never seen.
Sonia said, in 2 years, are those women going to pick up the phone when you call them?
I love how she's like, yeah, these are my best friends, not those bitches upstate that I say are my friends. These are my real best friends, and I know they can see this, and I don't care. It's my birthday.
Is she going to show up?
I'm sure.
Oh, she's bringing the candlesticks.
that are hideous. And I think Bethany and Luann are about to go at it. So we'll see. We're reeling. We're watching this live as we tape it. And we just saw the promo for next week. We'll get to that in a moment. All right. So the shit.
You think I landed on my feet?
Yeah. So Luann, it's so awkward. Maybe it's just the editing, but I don't think so.
I don't think so.
They're just very bored up there. And she goes, so what do you think? You think I landed on my feet?
So sad. It's
and everyone is like,
it's sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
It is really sad. And we're going to get to why in a moment. But they start going at it, Bethany and Luann, because Bethany's like, I heard that you said, what am I doing? Going home to watch my kid? And I could see Bethany's really on edge because she didn't want to let Luann say what she was feeling about how she wanted her to be there to celebrate the good. And she's like, one more thing. Like, I haven't done enough for you.
Yeah.
Which I hear, but she's really wound up. And she's saying, like, I came to your show. I was there for 3 hours. You were late. I have a kid I have to get home to. Don't talk to me like I haven't been a mother of an 8-year-old. She's like, okay, but you said to me during Art Basel that I should just get someone to go out at night so that I can go out at night. And I'm not that kind of mom. And it's true. Like, Bethany is not going to be the person that goes out clubbing. She wants to be there to get up and make breakfast for her kid and be alert to take her kid to school. I respect that. I wouldn't be out all night if I was trying to get up to take my kids to school, especially when you're in a horrible custody battle, right? Hello?
And then Tinsley.
Sorry.
I'm just thinking.
We had a pause, like when Luann was like, so did I get back on my feet? That's what happened, what he just did to me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what? I'm here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. But yeah, Tinsley makes this comment because
our
Luann
mouths were in our laps.
We went. Yeah, because Luann goes, I wasn't thinking about anything but yourself.
What the fuck was that about?
She's pissed. You know what? And I think Tinsley is very well bred and has good manners and is very nice to these women considering how they treat her. For her to say that means Luann has been a huge a-hole. Not this kind, not this kind, this kind.
Gaping.
Oh, yeah, that's her. And they're going back and forth. And when Luann says, you weren't there for me, Bethany says, I was there for you this summer. And that's a good point. What more do you want? Is she not good enough of a friend? What more could you possibly want? But then, we get it to be continued.
Oh, Margarita.
We get a little snippet of what's to come next week. First of all, we see Ramona got the Mommy Dearest treatment in her will. Really hurt me to see. To my daughter, Ramona Singer, I bequeath nothing. She should have written a memoir like Christina. And then we see Margarita, this lady that Luann's taking the ladies to see. It is the saddest show. She's a very old Cuban lady doing a rendition. I don't even think she's playing the keyboard. She's just like...
hitting it.
Yeah. She's like, money come by to class, elegance, my friends.
And what did someone say? The best I've heard?
Yeah, Tenz's like, that's the best rendition I've ever heard. It truly is Luann's future. You know what Luann is? Copacabana. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. But that was 30 years ago when they used to have a show. Now it's a disco, but not for Lola. That's going to be Luann. Oh, God.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Mr. DeMille. Oh, my God. It's bad. It's bad, but I'm so fucking excited. We lost it. We just went bananas over that. So the ladies finally asked Barbara, what's the deal with your sexuality?
She's liquid.
They're so out of fucking touch. I love Sonia's like, that means you're gender liquid. First of all, the term
so
is
confident.
Gender fluid. I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert on this. But
why are they always talking about their fluids?
My understanding is that gender fluid just means you
fuck anything with the hole.
No, but isn't that pansexual? I think gender fluid is when you're not a guy, you're not a girl, you're whatever you want.
Oh, you're like a tran. That's right.
No, because transgender is like, I am this gender. These are like, I think more like the non-binary people.
Oh, our favorites.
Whatever floats your boat. But that is not Barbara. Barbara is happy to be a woman. She's full cisgender woman. And she explains that she was in a relationship with a woman for a year, and she's kind of annoyed at the women for being so like, and you what? And did you, and you
The women are idiots.
You said I love you? And you said, she's like, yeah, did I go downtown? What else is there to do? I mean, yes, it is a dumb question. You're dating someone for a year. Yeah, they had sex. Like when lesbians have sex, that's what they do. But she said, I'm not a lesbian. That's why I broke up. I really like men much more. She's perfectly entitled to have sex with women when she wants to. But it's just so funny to me how they think that they know. Just means you're gender liquid.
So confidently.
Thank you so much for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments. What do you think is going to become of Luann?
And what do you identify as?
Yes.
Liquid, dark chocolate.
And feel free to correct us on anything, because I say right now, I don't know what I'm talking about. I
do. So what does dark chocolate mean? They're talking about dark chocolate in there?
Oh,
dark chocolate.
Barbara said something about it's like if you like dark chocolate, but maybe sometimes you'll eat milk chocolate. I have no idea.
Stupid. Thank you for all our viewer.
Yeah, thank you to everybody who watches this. Thank you. Thank you for the likes. And
What's
thank
the
you
woman's name who watches it?
I don't know. I don't even know if it's a woman, but the person who left us some nice comments. We really appreciate the encouragement, and we hope you're watching. And we'll see you next week with Margarita.
Bye-bye.